Welcome once again to CookingaRound's channel. Once again, welcome. And for you, my favorite treat. What is it? Portuguese sauteed shrimp. And it's done Portuguese style. And I like this style because I use piri, which gives it a nice, gentle, spicy taste. And if you look at these shrimps, they are absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm using the heads because you know why? It puts flavor into the sauce and into the shrimp. So I would advise you to remove the heads after you are done cooking the shrimps. Now, as for veined or deveined, that's really basically what you order. Grab yourself a fry pan and let's add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And to keep with tradition, I'm using a Portuguese olive oil directly from Portugal. Let's add 1 small onion, any type of onion, and let's chop it as finely as you can. Now let's blend the onions with the olive oil and let it sweat a little bit. Now here comes the garlic. I'm adding 6 cloves of garlic that has been crushed. You can add a little bit less or a little bit more. Now staying still on medium heat, I'm going to add 2 small chopped or sliced red hot peppers. Now let's add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, and what this does, it enhances the flavor and makes it better in the sauce. But this is very important. I want you to fry it all the way around like this. Now here comes my favorite part. I'm adding a green wine which is called vinho verde, and it is Portuguese. This is one of my favorite. I like this wine because it has a good smooth taste to it. And let's add about 3/4 of a cup and bring the heat up now. Okay, let's stir it around, and now we are waiting for it to become hotter so we can start to work with it. Add about 1/2 teaspoon of salt or more if you require it. Add about 1 teaspoon of powdered sweet paprika. And to wrap up the sauce and bring out an intense Portuguese flavor, I'm using 1 tablespoon of Portuguese piri. Now add about 1/2 teaspoon of honey, and what this does, it takes the acidity away from the tomato sauce. Now I'm adding about 1 kilo of shrimp. What size of shrimp? That depends on you and your budget. Here I'm using a medium-sized shrimp with the heads on. Bringing the heat back to medium, I'm going to let it cook for a few minutes on one side. Now when it turns orange halfway up the shrimp, start flipping each one over like this. Now when you finish flipping them, you're going to see that a lot of the shrimp is still not cooked. So I want you to cover it and I want you to let it go for 5 minutes. But not any longer because the shrimp will be chewy and hard. Okay, the shrimp is cooked right through, and now what I want you to do is I want you to remove all the shrimp to another container. Okay, let's increase the heat and let's reduce this a little bit. When you start to see dried patches like this, you know the sauce is ready. Now remove the sauce and I want you to strain it through a strainer into another container. Now you didn't have to strain it if you didn't want to, but I like a nice clear sauce. So now let's add about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and now let's return the strained sauce back in. And once again, let's bring the heat up and keep on stirring all around. So now let's return our cooked shrimp back into our pan. Let's add a squirt or 2 of fresh lemon juice. Now let's add some toppings. Here I'm adding very simple sliced lemon wedges. Now let's add some fresh parsley. How much? That depends on you. You guys by now know that I just love parsley. Well, now let's stir it around, let's incorporate, let's get all the sauce everywhere, and I want you to shut off the heat now because I don't want you to overcook it, and you should serve this right away. So I hope you try this recipe. Please tell me how yours turned out in the comments below. So once again, I want to say thank you for watching, and once again, it's goodbye from Tony and Cooking Around.